Howdy folks, so I'll give you a little update seeing as I've been away for a while. And the reason I've been away for a while is I actually did find a job. Randomly dropped a CV into a Michelin starred restaurant about a 25-minute drive away from here in a lovely area that has a boutique hotel, and I was trying to get a job as the gardener there. Ended up getting a job at reception of the hotel, so they called me back and chatted about what I wanted to do, and they were quite interested, but they had already hired somebody who didn't work out at reception, and their gardener's a local lad who's a lovely guy, so and he does a good job, so that job's not going. But anyway, I needed to start working. I needed to socially and mentally do something apart from walking around the woods with a bow and a chainsaw in my underpants all day long. So now I'm wearing smart shirts and having to shave every day and greet the hoi polloi of Europe who come to this area to eat in Michelin starred restaurants and stay in hotels that cost a fortune for the evening. But it is a fucking lovely place to work. I mean, as you can imagine, the food is amazing, but you won't want to eat it every single day of your life. It's not too bad as far as jobs go. It was a bit heavy getting into it because they were left short basically, because this guy did 1 week and said I can't deal with this and left. And so they called me in for an interview with the chefs on the Monday morning, and I started on the Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock. Suddenly I had to dig out, right? I mean, this shirt, I mean, I bought this 27 years ago in London, so I had to dig out all my old work shirts from when I was a trader, and had lots of money to buy nice shirts. Unfortunately, they're all in still good nick because I'm more than masses, and now I'm wearing them every day. So there you go. If ever wander along Google or whatever search engine you use and look up Moulin de Combelong, Cambelong at Conques. Conques is like one of the most beautiful villages in France, always gets voted that way, and it's, I mean, if you look up Conques, Conques, you'll realise why. It's a wonderful part of the world, and this moulin, which is in English is a water mill. Well, it's a mill because moulin is a windmill as well, but this one's a water mill. Is on a river called the Dourdou, which is absolutely stunning. I mean, it is a stunning part of the world, and the building is stunning. So there's worse places to work. There's kingfishers flitting down the river all day long. There's big herons coming there and fish all day long. It's great. The hours are shite. So kind of like 3 days a week during the week I work 2 till 8:30 in the evening, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 8:30 in the evening, and then I work all weekend long from 9 till 8:30, which is why it's Sunday evening. It's 9:30 and I'm talking to you punks. So I don't think those hours will last too long without me doing something about it. But there you go. So I haven't been hunting at all. Hunting season started on the 15th of August. I started working on like the 13th, so it's fucked my hunting thing up. Tomorrow morning I'm off, so in the mornings that I'm off during the week I might go out in the morning with the bow, but my elbow's nearly back to good, but there's still a point there. I bang it every now and again and it bloody hurts, and if I do the wrong movement it bloody hurts, so it's not 100% yet, so I'm not practicing yet, but I might strap up the chair tomorrow morning and have a few shots. I might take it out into the woods. There we go, that's me. It's good to get working again. Not too much of it is behind the screen. Quite a lot of it is behind the screen, but I'm up and about. I'm serving drinks. I'm wandering around the place, making sure it looks decent and things like that. But there's a lot of concentration on the screens, which is difficult. I mean, I haven't worked for a year. And as I said, I've been walking around the woods in my underpants for about 12 months now. And suddenly, fucking from one day to the next, get back in behind the screen and using all sorts of software programs and things like that. It's tough going. It's tough. It's not that tough going mentally, but it's what I'm doing is not immensely complicated, but it's just not making any mistakes, because in those sort of environments, they don't like mistakes. But there you go, that's me. I'm not unhappy to be working again. I miss my life of a hermit cruising around the woods. But my contract's only until the 20th of October, and in the winter they close down a bit, so we'll see. I'll be able to hunt during the winter, but I don't know whether I'll find something else, or I'll try and find something that tides me over the winter and then take that back up again next thing. Somewhere along the line they need somebody to take the hotel off their hands and run that. I don't know whether I want to do that or not, but it could be worse. It's a beautiful place. Go and look it up on the internet. But I don't know. I did apply for another job working with cows on a farm about 15 kilometres behind me in the hills, which I quite fancied. And they were a wonderful family, like really, really lovely people. But it was a meat cow farm, and they had massive turnover. They got 1,000 beasts, and there's 20 go in and 20 go out every day. They just basically take in young ones. They also produce quite a few young ones themselves, and then feed them up and then ship them out. And I think that might have upset me quite a bit emotionally, but it's a shame, because they're a wonderful family, really good people, and it was very local, and I wouldn't have been behind a screen. But anyway, that's the news of the day. It's now 9:35. I've been talking to you guys for 8 minutes. I'm going to heat up some leftover pasta and sit up for a bit and watch the moon and the stars, because I haven't had time to do that recently either. And then tuck myself up in my beddy pies. There we go, update from me. Next time I do a video, it'll be something wild and wonderful again, instead of sitting here in a poncy shirt.